really important to me to be able to do the things I love because it always put a smile on my face. My name's James Dunlop. I am a financial advisor. I specialise in health and life cover these days, but my career started in television, and I used to do a lot of camera work and editing and working on TV shows and commercials. I was working on a television show in a studio environment, so there's multiple cameras. There's like 3 or 4 cameras on what these things are called PEDs. They're like a tripod on steroids. At the end of the day, you have to de-rig everything, so you're packing it down. You close it down to its lowest position and then lock it. And I had my hand inside where the hydraulic arm is. Something caught my eye and I turned my attention and I crushed my finger. It hurt like hell. I filled out ACC form for the accident at work. My initial thought is, am I still going to be able to earn? I've got a mortgage to pay, I've got kids. Started to lean way more into the financial advice, and sort of that was actually great because it sort of spurred me on into that career a bit harder, and now I'm much more into it. And then in the camera side, I could still do some work, but I just talked to my my supervisor there, and they told me that I could still come and do some shifts, and they would just ask the other camera operators to sort of lend a hand when it comes to, say, the de-rigging and rigging of the cameras. I wouldn't do that stuff anymore. I would just be there for operating the camera once it's all set up.
Having a really tight-knit team is so important to a show like this because everyone knows each other's role, they work so well together, and they pick up each other's slack and also offer creative things and work together as a team so well. So having someone out of that mix is really hard because you're not only having to train up someone else to take their place, but you're also having to find that little part of the team that's missing again. So being able to have James come back and be able to do modified duties but still be part of the team was just so important.
The people I worked with on that show were some of the greatest people I've ever worked with, and to know that I wasn't just going to be cut out of that, I could still keep going to work and still keep seeing those people was great. This is the other office. This is what I do on the weekends, and this is what brings me so much joy. After I had a brace on my hand, after a few months, I could take that off and I could go back to gear changes and steering and everything, and it's pretty full on in a rally stage, so you want to make sure everything's all good.